Following practice ahead of the Hungarian Grand Prix, Ferrari expecting to struggle due to their low downforce, low drag setup design of their car for this season. Lotus brought the upgrades that fitted to Carmen's Jordan car at the previous race Silverstone for Josh Taylor here at this race, and hoping he'll improve his race pace and help him follow other cars better through the dirty air. And as seen here, he's keeping much closer to Hulkenberg than he could at the previous race at Silverstone. McLaren Honda also hopeful for a good points haul due to Hungary being a low power track, and if the chassis is even half as good as Ron Dennis claims it is, the points haul should be on the table. Taking a look at the starting grid for the Hungarian Grand Prix, Nico Rosberg would take pole with Valtteri Bottas in second, and in fact the Mercedes completely dominated qualifying. Buemi in third for Williams, and Daniel Kvyat lines up an impressive fourth. As you can see, Nico Rosberg was almost 8 seconds quicker than his previous pole time he set last year. Sebastian Vettel in fifth, almost a second off the pace, with Jenson Button in sixth in the second Williams, Lewis Hamilton in seventh in the other Ferrari, and Jean-Eric Vergne could only manage eighth, was over half a second slower than his teammate Daniel Kvyat. Force India row 5 with Sergio Perez in 9th and Hulkenberg in 10th, with Max Verstappen in 11th just missing out on the Q3 position, and Josh Taylor could only manage 12th in his Lotus. Carmen Jordan lines up 13th, so very disappointing for the Lotus, seeing they're both now upgraded cars, with Daniel Ricciardo in 14th, Max Ericsson in 15th for Sauber, and Adrian Sutil in 16th in the other Sauber. And bringing up the final two rows of the grid is the usual suspects, with Stoffel van Dorn in 17th, Fernando Alonso 18th, Will Stevens 19th, and Alex Rossi completes the grid. Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to UniONE, this time round 10 for season 2 the Hungarian Grand Prix, starting from a pretty lowly 12th position. Got to try and make us some positions here, seeing the Lotus bosses want us to finish, want a P7 finish from either me or Jordan. Now, lights out and away we go. We actually get a pretty decent start, pretty even alongside Max Verstappen. Looks like everyone in front has got a pretty even start as well. Now, Hulkenberg, that Perez looking to make it 3 wide coming into turn 1. He's going to try and outbrake Verstappen now, going around the outside of Verstappen and inside of Perez as well. You know, great opportunity there, create some space. Now going 3 wide in front, still looks like Hulkenberg's just got squeezed out, and now Hulkenberg drops down to P9. We're up into 10th, making up 2 positions. First, no look at the inside of Hulkenberg. Now Hulkenberg just closes the door, making a bit of contact with his rear tyre there. Thankfully, he doesn't get punctured now, going side by side with the German in Force India. Now it's going to get forced out wide and should receive that position back to Hulkenberg. Of course, because he's going to make a legal overtake off the track, they're gaining momentum. Now coming through the second sector, we saw it in practice, so I was able to follow Hulkenberg exactly much closer with these upgrades, so hopefully these upgrades can improve my race pace, given that my qualifying and Jordan's wasn't the best. Now because this S section, this is where we need to keep close to Hulkenberg, of course, because DRS isn't too effective given the slow speed nature of Hungary. So yeah, through the S section, not losing nowhere near as much time in the dirty air as we were back at the start of the season, back at China and Malaysia. All the other races had S sections, we're still running out a bit wide there with the oversteer, with the understeer even. Definitely not oversteering this Lotus, this doesn't oversteer. So now coming up to the end of lap 1, clicking a bit further on now. Midway through lap 2, coming to the S section, Hulkenberg goes very defensive to the inside there, taking a very compromised line, slowing us both down loads. He has to allowing Perez to catch up to us. I think this is what Hulkenberg's doing. Trying to slow us down so Perez catches us up to try and overtake us. Because of course now we've got more downforce on the car, the Force India should be faster in a straight line. Of course, me and Hulkenberg have had quite a few battles so far, mainly at Japan. Remember back to last season when I was in the Marussia, me and Hulkenberg had that epic battle on the final lap. Looks like I can try and have another one here. But now Bottas actually sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, so Bottas really starting to get into the groove now, really has found his pace in that Mercedes car. And of course he's fighting for the lead of the championship. So going to lap 3, gaining in the slipstream now on the back of Nico Hulkenberg. Can we tell when close enough to make a move? Not quite. Hulkenberg's just too far in front for us to make a move now. Of course we haven't got a DRS this time because the DRS detection point was back in the previous lap. We're now going to the outside of Nico Hulkenberg and then switch back to the inside. Hulkenberg's done me to the middle of the track. There's a place he can go really. Now we're going side by side. Are we with the Force India? No, we've actually cleared Hulkenberg. So now we can try and chase down the next car in front, was actually Jean-Eric Vergne in the Red Bull. Ross Vergne really not having the best of seasons, so he was pretty even with Ricciardo, because Ricciardo just couldn't string together any good results. But now Kvyat's taking his place. Kvyat really is outshining Jean-Eric Vergne so far, and Vergne really needs to pick up his results. And he also needs to pick up his pace as well, because coming on to midway through lap 5, now we're right behind the Frenchman in the Red Bull. Of course, Christian Horner saying this is Red Bull's best chance for a victory. But it's not going to be for Verne if we've caught up to him in a Lotus. And then we got one of the Ferraris and a Williams not too far up the road either. So they're really not getting away from us in the race. We've got some great race pace, it seems. If you can keep tab relatively close to a Williams and a Ferrari. Albeit that the Williams is probably holding up whichever Ferrari that is. Probably Hamilton, seeing Hamilton started further down the order. Now coming through that section, we're keeping him right behind the Red Bull of John O'Verne. So in seasons just gone past, Red Bull were eating up these high-speed corners. Now it seems they really have to get the car design completely wrong this year. Now we're right behind John O'Verne. Now we're coming up side by side with a bit of wheel banging now coming up to the penultimate corner. Now we can try and hold it round the outside now of John O'Verne. Oh, we got it side by side, we just run a bit wide with the understeer. Still a bit of a lack of downforce on this Lotus, but now we're going to have the straight line speed advantage surely over the Red Bull. We've got DRS and a Mercedes power unit. Now coming into turn 1, going to pull to the inside now of John O'Verne in the Red Bull. Run a bit wide. I can give Verne an opportunity. Now we defend back to the inside to cut off Verne in case he was thinking of making a move. Of course, the double DRS zone. So now we can just pull away. Now we can try and chase down Lewis Hamilton. It's still being held up behind one of the Williams in front. This really is. Well, Ferrari did think they'd struggle this weekend. And that seems evident. Well, it seems evident for at least Lewis Hamilton anyway, because he's still behind the Williams. And now they're not famed for their downforce. They're more about the straight line speed. So if you're behind the Williams, then your weekend's not really getting very good if you're at a low power track. Now cutting onto the end of lap 8. Nothing happened, we're just driving around in 5th, and now coming from a pit stop we've got Max Verstappen now as the immediate car behind us, and Buemi is actually in front, so Hamilton now is probably cleared. Sebastian Buemi. Here a few cars staying out, including our teammate and looks like one of the other Toro Rossos. Now we're going for a one stop now onto a set of the medium tyres to go to the end of the race. Thankfully our team managed to change their tyres this week, unlike back at Austria. Thankfully George now had a crash this weekend, and here it's like Kvyat going past with one of the Ferraris and one of the Williams. They looked like they've all got an undercut on us, squeezed out of the extra lap because tyre wear still isn't the greatest on this Williams. This Williams? I wish I was in a Williams. On this Lotus. Now looking at the front we've got Kvyat trying to hold it up the inside now from Lewis Hamilton. There's contact, they're taking each other off with the track, and now Button has managed to get past both of them. And now Kvyat and Hamilton still going side by side up in front, up the hill. Now Hamilton's going to try and hold it around the outside line, is he? Just sweep it around the outside. Kvyat's going to try his best to keep up the inside. But now, Hamilton's got a position, now we can try and chase down Daniel Kvyat in the Red Bull. Of course we got past one Red Bull, so why can't we get past the other? No, Sergio Perez behind us in 13th. We went down in 12th, so there's a few cars still yet to pit. Imagine they'll be pitting on the end of this lap. So now we can try to chase down Daniel Kvyat in the Red Bull. Now cutting a few laps later on, end of lap 10, start lap 11, now she managed to catch Kvyat. Now under attack now from Sergio Perez, he's getting in the slipstream. Great slipstream, know that 14 is really fast and he's trying to... Perez is actually on the soft tyres still, so Perez got to do the pit stop. Perez must have to stop again if he's on the soft tyres, I'm pretty sure he started on the soft tyres as well. So Perez really doing a two-stop, really that's not going to work out for him surely, seeing he's only in P8 now. And he's got to make another stop, so that's going to drop him way down the order. That's why we decided not to fight Perez and use him as like a kind of tow. Try and pull us closer to Kvyat and Hamilton in front. Cutting onto the end of lap 11 there, Perez pits, so don't really drag us along too much, but I think we still might have DRS off of the back of Perez. He still have DRS now, not going to make much difference because Kvyat really has just gone up the road. Now that should put Jean Verne in the Red Bull back behind us in a minute. But now we're just driving around in P8, and now Verne back is up into P9 now. And it looks to be a pretty lonely stint for us. You really lose the rear end there. Rear tyre starting to go off slightly on the rear end. And that's really dangerous there, coming out of the corner. A bit of oversteer with DRS. Just, well, downforce isn't great as it is, let alone having DRS. Now looking back up front and coming on to the final lap of the Grand Prix. Now here's Hamilton trying to get up the inside now with Jenson Button. Button's going to try and hold it around the outside, is he? Yeah, Button just holds it. Now it's going to be Ferrari with DRS versus just pure BMW power. Looks like Button's going to try and hold it up the inside, is he? He says, now did these two make contact like Hamilton and Kvyat a few laps before? No, they managed to get around. Now Kvyat's just waiting right behind these two. Now going to go side by side now through this section. Just about keep it on the track. Hamilton may have got ahead, but Button's going to try and keep it up the inside, is he? He's got his nose in there. Kvyat's making it 3-9. There's contact. Button's been spun. Oh, Button just has no luck in these races this season. He just has no luck whatsoever. Now Button's lost two positions now to Hamilton and then Kvyat. Thankfully he gets going again. You see now he's not too far in front of us. Now talking not too far in front, got Jean Verne and Red Bull right behind us now. Verne's really found some pace in this second half of the race, trying now to catch back up to us. But now through this S section, there's really nowhere that Verne can make a move. And now around in the final corner, Nico Rosberg unchallenged from the start of the race till the end of it. Nico Rosberg takes the win with the Hungarian Grand Prix for Mercedes. Now he's really getting his championship back on track now. Win just what he needs. Now looking further back, it's Carmen George trying to go around the outside now of one of the Force Indias for 12th position. She's going to hold it around the outside. Yes, she is. Now Force India will try and fight back. We don't know which Force India that is. Probably Hulkenberg, seeming that Paris is way back after his two-stop. So now Jordan moves up into 12th, now coming around the final corner. We're just going to try and hold off Jean-Eric Verne coming up to the finish line. Of course, we're going to try and speed advantage. Verne have DRS. Is it close enough? No. Nowhere near close enough, and we're going to finish in P8. Pretty decent finish, although the boss wanted a P7. Taking a look at the race results, Nico Rosberg would take victory, but only just. 2.3 seconds clear of his teammate Valtteri Bottas in second. Sebastian Vettel came home decent third, given the Ferrari's lack of pace this weekend. Sebastian Buemi comes home in fourth, almost 19 seconds off of the lead, with Lewis Hamilton recovering to fifth, Daniel Kvyat in sixth, and Button drops down to seventh after that contact on the final lap. We finish in 8th, just holding off Jean-Eric Verne, with Max Verstappen 9th, no, Max Verstappen 10th, Daniel Ricciardo in 11th, and Carl Mangiarda rounding off the points for Lotus. In 13th, Nico Hulkenberg just again missing out on points, Marcus Ericsson in 14th, Stoffel Van Dorn in 15th, Adrian Sutil 16th, Sergio Perez after doing that two-stop all the way down in 17th, over a minute off the lead. Fernando Alonso all the way down in 18th, so Apatow had a terrible race, given that McLaren was thinking they could get decent points all this weekend. Will Stevens in 19th, and Alex Rossi completes the finishes. Well, the car's finishing this time, so that's something at least. But the man is still way behind. They've got a load of catching up to do this season. Moving on to the drivers' table, Sebastian Vettel now only has a 3-point lead over Valtteri Bottas. In second, Lewis Hamilton now in third, 10 points behind, and Nico Rosberg is now caught right back of now, only 14 points behind after being somewhere around 40 points behind a few races ago. Sebastian Buemi falling further behind now in 5th, Jenson Button way behind in 6th, Daniel Kvyat now only 3 points behind Jenson Button now in 7th, Jean-Eric Verne in 8th, and only 5 points clear of us now. We're in 9th on 47 points. Daniel Ricciardo runs off the top 10 on 42. Fernando Alonso remains in 11th on 30 points, and Adrian Sutil remains in 12th on 25 points. Moving on to the constructors' standings, and Ferrari now only have a 7-point lead over Mercedes are in second, with BMW Williams in third, 88 points behind. Red Bull in 4th, 121 points. Lotus in 5th, some way behind, so it looks like third and 4th is sealed. Because I don't think Red Bull really haven't got the pace to match Williams, even on the track that they should do well at, and which Hungary was one of them. Toro Rosso in 6th, only 5 points behind Lotus now. We need to get the work out if we want to consolidate to 5th position. McLaren are in 7th, still joint on points with Force India, of course, because neither McLaren or Force India scored points. And same for Sauber as well, so they're still in 9th. And same for Manor, who's still in 10th on those 3 points that Will Stevens scored at Austria. So that's been the Hungarian Grand Prix. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all next time.